Hey up everybody, Magpie Gaming here. I hope you're all doing well and welcome to a Tarkov ramble. So what is a Tarkov ramble? Well, this is going to be a series of videos that I'm going to start. I don't know how often I'll be releasing them. It might be once a month, once a week, I'm not too sure. But it's just going to be a series where I'm going to talk about nothing in general with the game. I'm just going to talk, well, nothing in general, nothing specific about the game. I'm just going to be talking generally about Escape from Tarkov. And, you know, usually my videos are very serious. They're based on patch notes or issues with the game or quests and things like that. You know, it's something directly attributed to the game, whereas these videos aren't going to be. It's just going to be me sometimes talking sense but mostly talking bollocks, but hopefully somebody out there will get a little bit of entertainment out of it. So for this one I've been sat and wondering, which I've been doing a lot just lately while we wait for 12.7 to be released, which probably by the time I get this video up 12.7 will have been released, so I hope everybody's enjoying that. But I've been wondering about what could be added to the game. What would I like to have added to the game? And that's a question that I want to pass on to you good guys and girls as well. What is the one killer feature, or you know, it could be a weapon, it could be a map, it could be a mechanic within the game, it could be an expansion to something, or you know, what would you like to see removed from the game or added to the game? You know, let me know what you want in it, what you'd like to see the most. Maybe there's a specific weapon that you've been waiting to see added into the game, or there's a specific mechanic that you'd like to be added to the game. Because one of the mechanics that I'd like to have added is the ability to use the Zippo lighter to relight the campfire on customs. I think that would be a really good addition to the game. Obviously if you relight it, then it's going to give you, like, say, a 2 or 3 minute timer for extraction, so you've got to hold that area. But you know, that's a mechanic that could be added to the game, something that I'd like to see added. But the thing that I would like to see added to the game overall, and a lot of people probably won't agree with me on this, but some of you might do, I'd like to see a monthly subscription added to the game. Now a lot of people are going to go, you fucking idiot, why would you want that? But just hear me out for a few minutes. So at the moment, if you want to play Escape from Tarkov, you pay for one of the editions and you jump straight in and play. There's no verification for who you are or anything like that. Anybody can just go and buy as many copies of the game as they want to, as long as they've got the money to do so. So obviously that brings a lot of issues about it, brings a lot of cheats in. Cheats are easily banned with, and it's very easy for them just to go buy another copy of the game and carry on where they left off. So if you brought a monthly fee in, much like what there was rumoured to be doing where there was going to bring in cell phone verification for accounts, you would have to have some sort of pay system to pay for your monthly fee. So that's whether you used your bank account, a credit card, PayPal, you know, etc., something like that, where you're able to pay a fee to somebody else. Now obviously you've got to have the bank account or have the pay system yourself, so you've got to be verified to a certain degree to get that. Now of course there are people out there that will use stolen credit card numbers and things like that, etc., and they'll be able to do it in different ways and means that they can still continue getting hold of accounts and using them for cheating. But I think a lot of people out there that dabble in cheating would be very much put off by that, because they'd have to be verified all of the time, they'd have to pay that fee all of the time, and I think it would in some ways sort of not cure the cheating problem, but it would go a long way to helping get rid of some of the fringe cheaters that we have out there. You know, these people that don't really do it for profit or anything like that, they just do it because they can and they can get away with it. Obviously those that are making good money out of it would find a way around this, but it would get rid of some of those fringe cheaters and maybe put off some people that are thinking of cheating. So I think it would help towards that. Now a monthly fee, I'm not saying that you would pay a massive amount each month. If you look at World of Warcraft and their kind of model for the game, you pay a monthly fee, it pays for server maintenance, it pays for the upkeep of the game, it eventually pays for extra, you know, content with the game, and I think Escape from Tarkov could really benefit from going down that same route. Now here in the UK for World of Warcraft, when I used to play it, which is about 12 years ago now, you was paying about $5.99 per month. So say at a fee like that, £5 or $5 or the equivalent in your region where you live, I think that's not too much to ask for people. And then it would cut out the need for doing sales of the games. Now cynical people out there have noticed that every time there's a huge ban wave, Battlestate like to do a sale of the game, and obviously that allows the cheats to then buy a cheap version of the game and get straight back in. Now that generates a lot of revenue for Escape from Tarkov, and I think that's maybe one of the reasons they do it. Like I say, I'm being very cynical there, it maybe isn't, but the two things sort of go hand in hand, whether that's direct or indirectly, I don't know, but it benefits both parties. Battlestate games get a lot of revenue and the cheats get a cheap copy of the game to get straight back in. So you would be able to do away with the cheats, not the cheats, the sales, because you would just have one flat fee and then you would have to verify yourself and pay the monthly fee thereafter. And as I say, it would go to the continued development of the game. It would probably generate more revenue for them than current sales of the game are generating, because when you look at the business model right now, people buy a copy of the game, that funds the development, but then people don't put no more money in after that. You maybe go to the merch store and buy something off there now and again, maybe, but other than that, there is no other way for funding to be brought into the game. So they rely solely on new players buying the game and the merch store, and that is it. So I don't understand how they manage to fund the continued development of the game, because I don't see it as being a massively popular game out there. It's a niche game. It's got quite a large following, obviously, but it's not a massive game, you know, like for instance World of Warcraft. So it would bring in much needed revenue. For them doing that, they could then maybe afford to get better servers. They would be able to afford to have those better maintained and serviced, etc. And I just think overall it'd be a really good game, a good way to fund the game going forward. And I think, as I say, having that kind of verification means that a lot of people would be put off cheating. They maybe don't want to sign up with their credit card and then be banned, and then that blacklists their credit card as well, so they've got to find another way to get into the game. Now I know, like I say, that they was looking to do the verification over cell phones, and a lot of people said, well, it's very easy to spoof cell phones. You can just sign up for online services that'll assign you a new number and you can just use that, which does seem like a very easy way to circumvent that system. So doing it with a credit card or PayPal or something like that would shore things up. I mean, I know there's probably a ways around it out there, but it would make for a more secure system, I think. And like I say, it would bring in much needed revenue for the game. They could maybe afford to employ more people. They could start pushing the development on quicker. Now, they do say that they want to release the game. I think they wanted to release the game this year, and Nikita said it was probably pushed back to next year. I don't really want to see the game released. I want to see it continue as it is, where you're getting content every couple of months. You know, you have maybe 1 or 2 wipes per year and you get new content around that, and it's just this constant cycle of new content coming out all the time, and I'd like to see that continue. I think there is so much scope for adding to this game, building on what they've already built on. I mean, at the moment there are still another 5 maps to be released for this game. Obviously Streets of Tarkov is very much done and will be coming out later this year, but there are still 4 more maps after that. You've got Suburbs, Town, Lighthouse and Terminal. Now, at the current rate of the releasing maps, if they was to stick to that, you're looking at a new map roughly around every 9 months, if my working out is correct. So you've got enough maps there to be released to last us until 2023. So yeah, I know that a lot of people won't agree with me on this. They'll just think I'm mad. No, I'm not paying a monthly fee for that. But there's 2 different ways that you can do it. You know, you can pay 1 flat fee and never pay anything else, but then everything else that comes afterwards, you don't really have a say in it, because you've paid your fee, you've got the game, and the development of it will happen how and at the pace that they want. Or you could maybe pay a monthly fee and maybe have a bit more say. You know, Battlestate Games will be thinking, right, we need to keep the server maintenance up because people are paying a monthly fee to us now, so we need to do more, we need to get this right, we need to add more servers for a start, because there are a lot of regions that just don't have enough servers in them at the moment. So yeah, like I say, a lot of people won't agree with me, but it just makes perfect sense to me. And maybe somebody out there will point out one glaringly obvious thing as to why this couldn't work, and I've not thought about it, which if you do manage to do that, then bonus points to you. But I really don't understand why it hasn't been mentioned before as a way or as a model for them to go towards, to keep the game ticking over, to keep the money coming in, and to shore up the game as well against cheat. I mean, maybe I'm just being crazy, I don't know. But like I say, let me know in the comment section down below what you think of my idea, of course, and what you want to see added to the game, the one killer thing that you'd like to see added into the game. For weapons, I'd like to see the double barrel shotgun. I know that was rumoured a long time ago, but we're still waiting for it. But yeah, that's one thing that I would like to see added to the game. But anyway, that's my ramble over for now, ladies and gentlemen. As I say, I'm going to do some more of these videos going forward, where I just talk about general things to do with the game, nothing specific. So as always, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching and listening. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Stay safe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.